Our next 3-layer deep puzzle involves bombs, and we'll go even further into detonation. This is a tiny puzzle. Yep, that was just chaos waiting to happen. So, are these penguins supposed to avoid each other? Because it seems like having them touch is a terrible idea. Well, thankfully, I can have them slide around to each other. But the bomb on the head. Ooh, that's terrifying. Okay, next up we're triggering. Probably intentionally triggering an explosion? Well, so we have gates here which only blue can pass through. Oh, green can trigger blue as well? So blue can slide into green, but green cannot slide into blue. Which I believe is fine if I wanted to do some setup like this. There we go. Honestly, wild. All right, we're gonna abort now. So the seal needs to escape the area, which is easier said than done. But again, I can't blast the penguin off. So because we have the spring, we can bounce into maybe one of the dead ends and then infinitely bounce off the wall. Oh, but I can't use the moving over by one method. Well, yeah, actually, the seal can't bounce off the blue penguin at all. So how is the seal meant to escape? Explain yourself. Yeah, I'm sorry, how is this possible? Because either the seal needs to get into one of the two dead ends, which is impossible without using the blue, or it needs to blast off along with the blue, but that also blasts off the blue. Like, you see how that's an issue? Oh! Wait, what? The seal, if I press right, slides into the penguin. But if I press left, the seal bounces off the wall because of the spring interaction. But then it also bounces off the penguin because of the spring interaction. So the spring can bounce off the penguin, it's just you can't slide into it. And that's how that escapes. The issue with that is that blue still cannot win yet. But if I could set that up in a better position, then we might have something good. Like, the way I see it, after the seal blasts off, the penguin has to be in the same row as its nest. Therefore, the seal has to somehow end up one of 5 squares. But it's actually really hard for the seal to get to those squares at all. Like, this is how I would get to 1, but the penguin's got to be in the center. And how is the penguin getting into the center? Well, we could actually take some step back and have the penguin come down here. Aha, that works. Ah, and actually that solves the puzzle. All right, very nice. Learn a lot about these bombs. Maybe too much. Oh God, there's hammers. I have to say, hammers and bombs never mix well. So as a reminder, these clouds of dust make it so you cannot move out of them. But you can bonk a dude in it. I'm scared to see what happens if I press left right now. Well, let's do it. Yep, alright. Just a normal day at the explosion factory. So I guess I can't get the hammer this way. What I can do, though, is bring blue around to get the hammer this way. Now, the other thing is, I need the seal to escape. And there's no spring, so it's got to happen via explosion. But that's not quite good enough. Well, I mean, I guess actually I could free the seal like this, too. But how do I get out? Well, what if the penguin goes around? Oh, no. Again, now Hammer Boy's stuck. Well, so I guess red has to get the hammer then. That's clearly the only way. So, how do I get red and blue to swap positions? I mean, maybe if blue can be here, somehow red can get around? Oh yeah, actually, red can get around. Aha! Red gets around. And it's close. It's really close. I think, again, I actually need red and blue to swap places, which I believe should be easier, right? Because red can get here. And I guess blue technically just needs to be here, and red can hit yellow over. Aha! There we go, nice. Okay. I'm not sure the best way to proceed. I was just thinking there's gotta be a way to get to another level, and here we go. We're reaching. Got a hammer. Oh, it's 3 seals. All right, so we need to figure out how they're getting out of here. Huh. Hold up. Does this... Yeah, that sends off 2 of them. How do I get rid of the 3rd one? Maybe whoever gets the hammer needs to come around. I'm also not sure why there's a yellow only wall. Well, maybe the yellow only wall would suggest that it is in fact yellow that gets the hammer. And the reason for that would be, it would make it so red could be backed up against that wall. I don't know if this works with the crumbly wall, but what if I trap red here and then have yellow get the hammer and hit red? That does send red flying. Okay. All right, nice. I wasn't positive that's how that worked, but now I know. Who's next? Well, I feel like I gotta undo at least a couple moves. But this at least can let yellow come here with some precision. Oh, we got the teleporter again. It works like this. You slide into the teleporter, then you keep sliding in the direction that you hit it at. So, someone else has to take out the bomb guy. He's in the way of my blue. But who? Well, I wonder if there's some merit to setting up a little trick. At least this way I can have green come around and take out gray. But does blue know what to do? Because here's the thing, when blue wins, there's gotta be someone in the teleport. I guess I could do a little shuffle here, which would get green down. And I guess could also get blue down. So blue could be this barrier. Red could be blocked here. Green can launch off and blue can go in and win. Okay, nice. Tricky, tricky. Well, yellow can get any of these. We're breaking out. 4 seals need to escape. I want to test something. If I have a bomb in the corner, regular seal here, and hammer seal here, I can kill 2 seals with 1 punch, but spare myself. I can't imagine you ever slide into the hammer from the side. Then you're just stuck. I mean, obviously the flow of this level has to be 2 hammer punch-outs, and then a double whammy when a hammer runs into a bomb. And I guess like having the hammer run into the bomb is actually quite easy with that. And I guess the punch-outs aren't so bad either. The hard part is setting up that last move. Well, what if I try something else? I knock out blue, and then I can reset green to here, red can come around, make it right for the taking for green. And then the double whammy. Love it. Got an Exodus up here. Springs and bombs. Well, so once again, we need 2, I guess, infinite bounce leaves with the spring. And then the last spring to slide into the bomb holder. Like, we can easily do 1. Like that. Now, here's what I'm thinking. Somehow, whilst a seal is grabbing the bomb and is stuck there, there needs to be another seal where yellow is. Now, I don't know if that's possible at all. The only way I could think of that as remotely possible is if yellow goes to get the bomb, letting blue come out of the way, and then popping blue down there. And I'll tell you what, that does a pretty good job. Because if we go to blue first, specifically, just to only have the spring hit yellow, then I can still send the seal off into infinity. Aha! Aha! You just can't slide into the bomb. Alright, I can also slide yellow around to go clear. We got 4 seals. And yellow's the only one that can leave through the gate. So I suspect yellow will have to be left alone. Wait, no, but yellow has the bomb. Yellow is supposed to be the one that removes the other seals. Like this. Okay, how else can we get rid of seals then? I guess you could teleport on top of one another. That's an idea. It would look something like get a seal in here. Yellow, actually I'm gonna just get rid of you. Just for the sake of the demonstration. Because once another seal's in, that, only sends off green. So maybe yellow needs to somehow stay in? Well, what if yellow is the guy? Oh, interesting. That still sends off just yellow. Okay. What if then we have yellow go on green? Oh, well, that can send away green. This can send away the both of them. Hold on. No, I want... No. Oh, what if blue and yellow were somehow able to switch positions? Basically, yellow would need to be the last seal that enters that box. So maybe if I reset, there's a better way to get yellow to be last. I guess I could bring green around, kind of like this. Yeah, because the issue is, like, I was thinking of getting blue out of the way and then just bringing yellow up around here. And then stashing yellow here. But then red can't quite get in. Wait, maybe yellow doesn't have to be last? Like, blue could go up now, and blue could be sent away. And then green could go up now, and green could be sent away. And then red can fly in. Yellow doesn't have to be last. What was I thinking? Okay, we got one more little lock in here. We got a strike. It's a bowling lane. Okay, so I gotta knock out the 4 seals. Oh, it's not as simple as just hitting them from the side, because that launches the penguin. What? This is such a funny level. Okay, here's the thing. I'm starting in the middle. I pretty much have to hit this first. There's no other world in which I can hit anything else first, right? Because when else could I get the central penguin? Or I guess specifically the central seal. Well, but then it would follow. The next thing I could do is hit that penguin. So then the next thing I can do, I guess, is come from above. And then go again. Yeah, get the penguin just to be stuck around there. Because then I can hit a penguin. And I want to keep going until the penguin's here. Getting the last seal. Nice. Okay. Now I gotta get blue up. Which actually is not too hard. I can just bring green around and then blue can go and get this puzzle on. Which is a tiny 8-square puzzle. Red does not have a nest. Oh no, red does have a nest. But how on earth is blue getting to his? Because red can slide, but the second green slides in, red dies. Okay, maybe I can get red out of the way. And then, when blue comes up, red could come over and head to the one hiding spot. And I guess blue and green can switch, kind of like this. Yeah, I can shuffle over green, shuffle over blue, shuffle over red. But red still has to win. Let me try stashing red over here, see how well that works. Because I guess the main thing is stashing green so it can be a blockade for red. Now we're cooking. Another hard 8-square puzzle. How does this game do it? Alright, I have no idea how I'm getting to the other two. I think I just need to win. Maybe, and it might be easier to win if I reset. Yeah, it looks like it, because at least I could have the other seals hit the bombs. But I don't know how I'd be able to do that and still let yellow win. Right, because, yeah, I feel like having yellow win is going to be the hard part here. Actually, might not be too bad. No, I need green to stop in the middle. That's not happening. Maybe, actually, green needs to get out as well, because I think yellow needs to back off to there. Right? That's the only way I see it working, because at least this gets yellow. But now, how do I get rid of the seals without getting rid of that? Well, okay, maybe one seal needs a bomb. Maybe it's blue, right? Because I can still do the same shuffle where yellow's here. Oh, but yellow needs to slide into green. It can't slide into blue. I don't know how green is ever going to be in the center. Damn, why is the levels like the hardest level? I have to get all 3 bombs. Then I have to get out of the way. There's no other possible moves. Maybe the yellow has to approach the nest from above or below then? Like, such as from here? And then it can slide over to be above? Because, I mean, this is actually a good way to get yellow in the nest. And I'll tell you what, that does get me to the bomb, so hooray. Alright, back out to this area. Now, I probably want to hit the C switch. So at least I can make it on over to the next area, liftoff. Oh, with rockets everywhere. Oh boy, time to make the rockets a mechanic. I think I want the seal to lift off. Okay, so it slides with it until it hits a wall. Again, this shape tutorial puzzle. Absolutely love that. And 2 rockets will blast me off, so that's no good. Let's do Frenzy instead. That's so many rockets. Okay. So it doesn't send away yellow or anything. But what if there's a cane? Well, that gets replaced by a rocket. I definitely need to get rid of those 2. But blue still needs to win is the other thing. So how do you win as blue? Well, I guess ideally you leave behind a walking cane, dude. Right? Where like green goes away, then yellow can walk over and get rid of those 2. And then red can actually be a suitable barrier. I had to think about that a decent amount, especially for such a small puzzle. Okay, well, that seal is always just going away. Not much I can do there, but I at least have some propulsion. There's already a rocket strapped to its back. How do we get rid of the seals? Oh, what? Oh, wow. That's cool. Okay, let me try knocking that seal in, and then pushing this over, using propulsion here, and using propulsion again. Oh, that's cool. Very, very neat mechanic. We're gonna prune now. That's a lot of rockets. Yellow's the only one who doesn't need a nest. Well, I'll tell you right now, that kind of concerns me. How am I gonna be able to get rid of all the rockets I want gone? I mean, it's close. I'll tell you that. Green almost works. I mean, red's right there too. But green doesn't quite win. So, I guess yellow has to come down this far? And then if green and red could switch places, we'd be eating good. So is that possible? I'm not sure. Maybe with yellow there, I need to continue using it as a barrier in order to swap green and red. There we go. Yeah, keep yellow around a little while longer. Nice. Okay, I can bring the seals around towards the direction of green. And we'll discard something. Discarding a bomb? Discarding a rocket, probably. Right? Because yellow can slide in. And what if red hits the wall? It gets sent away. What? Well, no matter what, red's gonna blast off. What if... Is it possible for me to tear down the wall? Not with these moves. But with moves like this, I can get yellow to hit the wall. And what if red just goes and get a bomb now? Okay, that's cool and all, but you know, green has to win. And I have no idea how that would happen. Because I guess like green can be pushed back like this. Oh, which is fine if the barrier is down. Aha! Well, so let's see if it's that bad. No, green can go right here and be pushed back. Ah. Okay, yellow can go and win first though, and then red can come back. Okay, that's cool. Loving the propulsion. Let's get green to hit the final. Oh, F. Huh. Okay, so just don't touch the switch at all, otherwise the penguin drowns. So then otherwise, I guess I just need to send off the seals, which is actually quite easy. Okay. Alright, let me go get the red-only puzzle up here with a little deflection. Okay, this is an uncharacteristically big level with a lot going on. There's so many different items. So, again, the seal's got to blast off, but the hard part is actually getting the seal to blast off. Because, I mean, no matter which way I go, I'm going to be replacing the rocket. So, somehow I think the green penguin's going to have to come in and steal one of the things. Maybe. Like, I guess, well, if the penguin gets the walking cane, then it's stuck. And, of course, there's 2 dusts by the spring. Yet nothing, I can't escape with any of it. So I guess there's got to be a new interaction somehow. Yeah, the issue is I don't even know what I'm working towards right now. I don't get it. Unless you're telling me the seal's got to come in and get the bounce. I don't know if that ever works. Maybe there's some merit to hitting the bomb? No, that loses the penguin too. I don't know, maybe there's a different level I could do? Yeah, maybe that one's too hard for me now. I gotta level up my brain. I have the blue seal exit this way, allowing red to go to ejection. Yeah, okay, this one seems much more manageable. 3 seals must go. Like, one can just launch off like that. And then I can almost lose the other 2. But I don't even move the yellow penguin, so that's certainly not it, right? Out of curiosity, what happens if I have red stuck here? That loads the rocket onto red. Oh, and red can continuously propel whilst in the rocket, right? Yeah, constantly launching that up. Well, I'll tell you what then, that probably means, tells me the penguin needs the rocket. Ah, that's funny. Yeah, look at this. Load the rocket on the penguin, and then the penguin can just get rid of him. Yeah, and he didn't go anywhere from here because the propulsion will only knock you back 1 tile, unless if there's a wall in the way. That's cool. Well, how do I do the level with the rocket on it? Well, I guess one thing I could do is red could get rid of the rocket, and then we could just have someone else take its place. Go to a little rubber. Okay, another suspicious level where you can't blast off in any direction. Well, so I guess you have to use a penguin to blast off. Oh, so I guess that's probably how I beat the other level, right? Because I could set up a penguin here and blast off. Now, green still needs to win, but I think I need to reverse the order of yellow and green somehow. Oh, the hammer's frustrating there. Okay, what if I use the penguins here to reverse the order? This could work, actually. Well, no, green still has to get to its nest. Well, maybe it's actually not too bad. I guess yellow and green can set up here, blue can blast off, and green and yellow can win. Okay, yeah, I was overthinking that. It's looking good. Now I'm probably gonna want my red back. Yeah, because then this way I can have yellow just get rid of rockets and green go to UU. There's a lot of suspicious 2-letter levels. Yeah, you notice that? I thought that was a little suspicious. Anyway, I think I need a hammer first, and then override that with the spring. The nice thing is that I can easily get to here and get on the rocket without moving and propel gray in. Okay, nice. I think I've leveled up my brain enough for that level. Again, I probably want to reset. And I want to figure out how I'm just getting to these levels. Actually, doesn't seem too bad. Guess we're defusing. This just has a little bit of everything, huh? Someone's got to get the cane. I think that's gonna maybe happen by rocket propulsion. Maybe not. Well, here's the thing. The rocket needs to go. You can't have the rocket. So I guess the only way is to slide with the rocket kind of like this, and then get the bomb. Defusing with the bomb is almost a bit of an oxymoron, but it does work. Do I need to override with the cane, though? Yeah, I think I have to get here via the cane. I don't see any other way to get here. Okay, so I guess I want to set up the other dudes first. In order to have yellow win, yellow could actually teleport up whilst red is already here. Then I need to actually get green to its goal, which actually right now is easier said than done, because I think I need green to be on the top row, but I don't see how I'm getting around these other clowns. I mean, I guess yellow could do a little juking, and then green could kind of come through to here, yellow could come up, and then green could come down and around. I guess that works, actually. All right, oh, we're looking good all of a sudden. Red's got to do its job. Red still needs to win, though, and red's not going to have the cane. Yeah, shoot. Like, I want green to win, but I need to get rid of this. Maybe there's something I'm missing? Unless you're telling me that, like, green needs to get the cane. Maybe that's possible? If green comes up, red could teleport to here. Aha! Letting green get the cane. Now, once again, I've got to make sure red can get around and up. That's all fine and dandy. In fact, it's looking a touch better, right? Because yellow can get into position, and I can get red into position while allowing green to do the thing. Aha! Yellow can win, and green can win. There we go. Very nice level. Love it. But I still got, I guess, a decent chunk of levels to get still. Well, I guess I could use blue to take out a rocket. Since I don't need that. Maybe I have a bit more freedom now. Maybe? Yeah, hold on. Yellow can get balance. Alright, what am I balancing? The need to blast off and the need to win, I guess. Oh, that one cracked tile changes level from trivial to an actual challenge. Oh, the seal didn't blast off. Because blue winning is trivial, and red and yellow winning is trivial, but not both at the same time. How funny. Well, here's the thing. How is blue gonna win if blue doesn't do that? What else could possibly happen? Right? Because, I mean, I feel like I need the rocket, but blue is just straight up stuck. So I don't know, I think blue has to come down. But is it possible for blue and the seal to switch? Yeah, I guess it is possible, like this. Which lets red go that far. Huh! Oh, that's an interesting move. Yeah, the rocket propulsion knocks red back. Well, I'll tell you what then. Blue can come over and win, and then red can win. Cool combo. Love it. I guess yellow can probably go get countdown now. That's a lot of canes. Alright, well, it's easier for two of them to blast off. It's just the third one's not going anywhere. And they all gotta get out of here somehow. I guess a blast off would need to happen, like, simultaneously to, like, a seal being sent away. Like, I would have to do something like this to send the red seal away. But there needs to not be a cane below. So maybe actually the blue seal could get a cane? And I was thinking, oh, I could try some combo like this. Oh, but that doesn't even blast off green. Not like that really matters. Maybe green's gotta go and get some canes? Perhaps? So, what's nice is that blue can get out of here. But that doesn't do it in a way that lets red get out of here. Technically, red can escape here, too. But I'm getting this cane too late. Damn, what am I missing? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't have two seals get canes, because then we have a situation where, I mean, I can only send off two, unless somehow the propulsion get multiple seals in one go. Hold on. Maybe with blue launching red off, blue can cane around now. Oh, but can I set up a simultaneous green escape and blue escape? Right now, no. If I can get to the cane above green, then yeah, but there's dust in the way. Okay, but maybe that idea is right. Oh, yeah, actually, where green comes over and can be shot off by red, red can come in here and be shot off by blue. Okay, there we go. Nice, it came together beautifully. Okay, I think I maybe could solve deflection now. Green needs to be in the way of yellow's rocket launch off. However, how is that gonna happen but still have green win? I mean, maybe there is a world in which yellow has the spring. And then somehow, by some miracle, if green could somehow get on the nest right now, that would be perfect. Which is much easier said than done. But hold on. We might be able to cook. Maybe? If yellow is here, then I could at least have green get on the nest like this. And then yellow could come down and then bounce into the rocket. That's the main thing. Oh, and I guess we could just win then. Nice. Love it. Okay, how am I getting the last one in there? Because, I mean, it almost works to get two in, but almost isn't good enough. Okay, what if I line all three up in a line and then get red out of the way so yellow can come down? Because then at least we can do a conga line into the middle for extinction. Oh, that's so many seals. You kidding me? Okay. I see why I got sent back here, by the way. Like, the rocket propulsion sent me back. I imagine I could do something similar here. where that knocks me out of the dust. Now, I think I do want to start with the right. I'm just going to go to left. I think I'm actually even going to progress in a manner such as this. No, that gets me stuck. So, blue has to still hit the blue nest. So I imagine the last move has to be something like that. Yeah, but then how on earth do I get the upper left seal? Yeah, how do I get that one in general, actually? I guess I could do this sort of thing? Because then I can come around like this. Okay, hold on. It's all coming together now. That's the second half of the solution. I think I had the first half earlier when I did this, and then I can go and do the second half, and that comes around cleanly. That's a cute level. Really satisfying. So now, I don't know how I would ever get to the 2 levels on the left. Because they're only accessible by blue, but blue already has a rocket. And there's... I don't know how I could possibly send blue just up by 1. Yeah, it feels like there's a lot of inaccessible levels here. Okay, next question then. Is it possible to just get all the seals out with a win? I want to say yes. Like, I think I would have to get 2 seals out with this, and then get the other 2 seals out like this, and just maybe leave the levels I think that are not possible right now behind. Yeah, I can see that. Okay. Now what? The masked penguin is tripping me up. Like, I feel like... I don't know, I would have to hammer it or something, but there's no hammer. And maybe start walking, so at least green can get out. And keep the gates open, so maybe blue and yellow have a chance of escape? I don't know, because like yellow wants to blast off with the rocket. Oh, hold on. Red doesn't have to win. What if green is here? Can I rocket propulsion through a wall? Okay, I can. That's nice. I think yellow's got to still win somehow. So actually, let's bring back yellow to when the bomb was still active. Oh, but yellow's got to hit the cane. But the bomb can stay active, and that's the important part. Because actually, we could send off red this way. Eventually. Since blue's here, I can actually have red go back and forth just to close the gates and get green into position. Then, I think we can actually do everything here. Yeah, we can send the blue away. We can send yellow and green into their goals. Okay. Oh, we got another one of these funny things. What sort of crazy meta shenanigans should I do now? Well, I guess the idea is I'm gonna need 2 things, getting rid of the rocket, or 1 thing getting rid of the rocket like this. Oh, and then we can do a walking cane. Ah, the walking cane. So red could win. What did I just do? Oh, what the hell did I just do? I was just thinking about going to other worlds. The end? What? No, surely not. Wait, it's the end with the question mark? That's not the end. This is too ominous of music to be over. What have I gotten into?